First game in charge for Antonio Nocerino, and it must be mentioned, a lot of players out injured.
Yeah, new faces include Rubens Perseus and Ollie Bassett, Cammy MacPherson in midfield, and Robert Castellanos is back in defense.
Yeah, we talk about new faces, some returning faces for the Rowdies. You mentioned Castellanos. Laurence Wyke returns for a second stint with the Rowdies and rejoins the starting 11 for them as well. Well, Vegas is coming off, and this is not hyperbole, their best season ever as a club. What do they have in store for an encore with some freshly changed faces and, of course, a fresh face in charge as well? Bit of an underwhelming finish to the Rowdies season. Robbie Nielsen's side want to be competing for trophies again, and it all begins tonight. Final game of the first match day, or first match night, if you will.
It's an exciting season with all sorts of possibilities.
And the Rowdies didn't waste any time trying to make up for the loss of Cal Jennings, who went to the battery, of course, as a long shot comes in here, parried away by Amateur. It's not cleared yet. Arteaga ends up picking up a foul as he tried to pick up the pieces inside the Lights penalty area.
Well, those were the sort of games that Tampa Bay were involved in for years beforehand. Eastern Conference playoffs and then championship finals, and as you mentioned, finishing 6th last season, way below their normally very high standard, this being their 50th year, and I believe they have all sorts of wonderful strips out that recollect the days of the 70s with the collars, and so get those strips if you're a fan, but they would love to go on and win something. Losing to Charleston, it was Arteaga who gave them the lead in that match, but it was a couple of goals, one an absolute golazo.
Azcona here tries to score a wonder strike. Pinzon is going to try and shoot here through a sea of legs. It is Nicolas Capisi who's able to dive on top for the Rowdies. Position. Now the lights are set. Ollie Bassett is going to let it fly, and it pops out of the hands of Amateur, and then he makes the catch.
It's a decent strike, but the goalkeeper seemed to read it nice and early. He was waiting for it. Big ball down the pitch, which has Tampa Bay scrambling, but confidence there from Ollie Bassett. Good to see.
Scored 4 goals last season in the Canadian Premier League with Atletico Ottawa. 2 years ago, scored 11 goals in the Canadian Premiership.
And he won the Golden Boot that year, I believe, yeah. It's a big unit to fall on top of you if you're Arteaga.
That indeed was the last act of the first half. An intriguing first half, to say the least.
The more sort of experienced players, Johnny Rodriguez can turn it on, he can score. And Joe Gyau is 32 years of age, the oldest player on this Las Vegas lineup.
Team switch sides at the start of the second half. The Rowdies will go from right to left. Castellanos for the Rowdies. Wyke. Lovely ball through for Niyongabire, who has some time and space here for Tampa Bay. It's still Niyongabire! And he flashes it just wide of Amateur's goal. Lovely run.
He's holding his head in his hands. He thought that might have sneaked in. Lovely run. The defenders peel away, looking for others. Oh, that is close. Maybe in the end, a yard wide, but he's hit it with pace. And
Gyau will cross this into the middle. Laurence Wyke's header away, guarding Rodriguez, and then Arteaga tries to help it along, but it falls kindly for Azcona. Lovely spin into traffic. No foul call. Rowdies clear it for Bodley on the near side. And Tampa Bay have a slight chance to move this forward, but Bodley thinks better of it and resets. MacPherson gliding past a couple of challenges, and MacPherson pokes one towards goal, and it's just wide of Amateur's post.
Las Vegas still at .07, so they really haven't fashioned any chances as yet. Maybe it's a game in which they'll be happy to take the 0-0, given how many players are out injured.
Crisostomo, former Lights player, finds Bassett on this near side. Bassett's ball in is well placed. It wasn't definitively cleared, and the Rowdies will shepherd that out for a corner. Crisostomo followed up, and it's another quick corner for the Rowdies. They take it quickly. Bodley. Guillen. MacPherson! Amateur, again, just like he did in the first half, knocked it down and then collects. Bodily, meanwhile, lovely skill here. Finds Arteaga. Manuel Arteaga looking for space. Crisostomo. MacPherson trying to fit it through for Arteaga. Arteaga never gave up on it, slid in behind. And Rodriguez nudging it forward. And it's not the best of clearances. It's going to fall in behind for Pinzon, who takes the gift and scores Vegas' first goal of the season.
Unbelievable. There hasn't had a thing to do, Nicholas Campisi. Not a single thing to do the entire match. And this goes horribly wrong for him. So tough for the Argentinian goalkeeper there. Tries to clear it. Smacks it into his captain, Joe Gyau. And it falls perfectly for Las Vegas Lights. You couldn't have thought of anything worse for the Argentinian goalkeeper. Not sure what he was doing trying to knock it out wide as such. Just booted up into the air. And then, of course, nice and easy for Christian Pinzon. Empty net. You're not going to...
This time the Lights do get it clear, and they could have a chance to leak out up the other end with Pinzon, who's already scored tonight. Pinzon has runners, tried to find Rodriguez. Edison Azcona cutting it back, and it's cleared by Hilton.
And they're on the verge of getting 3 points from a very good Tampa Bay Rowdies outfit.
From the corner, it's a spinning shot by Rodriguez. Oh, what a goal that would have been. Bassett will take it. Can the Rowdies equalize here? From the corner, it was actually placed pretty decently, but it's headed away only as far as Niyongabire. Wrestling match broke out in the middle of the penalty area. Oh, and the header off the bar from Moon. Second header blocked. Guillen's volley wide. The net.
Tell you what, Nick Moon gets up really well. This ball cleared. Again, good defending by Las Vegas Lights. When it comes across, he out-jumps goalkeeper Nick Amateur. Goalkeeper comes here with his hands. He out-jumps him, wins that ball.
It's cleared up field. Referee just had a little peek at the watch. How much more time will there be left? The answer is no more time. The Las Vegas Lights, with all the odds stacked against them, have beaten the Rowdies here on opening night.